A few weeks ago I made this video that got over 1 million views in where I teach you 8 easy tricks that make you look like a pro. And some of you guys roasted me in the comments saying that was not easy. So I decided to make a series explaining each one of these movements in depth. Today is the last video. We're learning how to hyper front handspring. Throughout all these tutorials that I've been making, I realized that some of those exercises actually were not so easy, but some of them were. So it's up to you. I'm giving you all the tools and everything I know so you can do it by yourself. And now let's dive into the hyper front handspring. A lot of the tricks you land with your left foot first or with your right one. For example, if I do a B twist, I land with my left first, but if I do a hyper B twist, I will be landing with the opposite leg, which means you do some extra flip, extra twist to be able to land with the opposite leg. This is maybe called miss leg, front handspring. Maybe it has another name, but it doesn't really matter because what you want to do is being able to perform the trick. This is a front handspring, and that's the prerequisite that you need to be able to do the hyper front handspring. Have a good front handspring in where you land one leg and then the other. If you don't know how to do a front handspring, I highly recommend you get a mat. You can start by doing a handstand and then rolling. Then you start going a little bit harder and just push. And with your heels, you want to try to arch and hit the ground. And you want to match that with a push with the shoulders. That's briefly explain how to do a front handspring. You can also have someone placing their hand on your back as you go. So you go and do a handstand, and then someone places their hand here and they help you flip. That's a really good way to learn the front handspring, and you can learn that literally in 5 minutes. Once you have that, we want to start working on a front handspring in where we land with both legs together. So for that, you're gonna need a little bit more push, a little bit more arch, and make sure you have enough momentum, because otherwise, because we're landing with both legs together, you might just fall backwards. Let's see one. To one front. Boom. You see, the key really is pushing a lot with your shoulders. If you can go kind of to a heel, somewhere in where it's slightly slanted, and that will help you do it down the hill. Let's do one in this direction now. We got that one. Good. Be careful with your knees. Make sure you warm up. Make sure you do all that stuff, because the landing can be hard. You know, if you land straight like that, you might hurt yourself. Make sure you always bend the knees, push, and have a lot of time. So as you can see on the ones I'm doing, I have a little bit of time before I land, and that's when I can decide what to do with my legs. So I'm kicking and we're landing with both legs. That's why we're doing this first, because you want to learn how to switch your leg, because if you follow the momentum, this leg lands first. You literally spend half a second in the air if you do it like that. You kick with this one and super quick, it touches the ground. That's why that one is the easiest one. Now landing with both legs, you need to kick this one, and then this one needs to meet the other on the middle. So now what we want to do is give a little bit more extra push, extra spin, and let this leg swing through. And then you can even connect something after that, which is something I like to do. Again, if you have a mat or something like that, something soft in where you can land, that's ideal. You can also have someone spotting you as you progress. Let's say you already know how to do a front handspring. Use somebody to spot you when you do landing with both legs together, and then have someone spotting you when you're gonna go and try this, which is landing just with your right leg. Make sure you overshoot a little bit, and then that momentum is what I say you can convert in different movements. For example, the fake 360 dive roll that we learned a few days ago. We're gonna kick hard, push hard, legs meet on the middle. This one goes a little bit more, and then this one swings. Okay, so and that's when you can do whatever you want. You can connect 2 in a row and start playing with it. It's a super fun trick. Thank you so much for watching. This was the last video of this 8 video series. If you like it, please subscribe. If you haven't, go see the others. Follow me on Instagram, check out my full program, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.